right, welcome back to Sports Fans Only. See Anthony, I'm Sean Mack, and it's Friday, y'all. It's finally Friday, 24 hours away from the big mega matchup between Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. And as always, let's hop straight into it. See, does this fight go 12 rounds, in your
No,
opinion?
it doesn't. No, no way. The way I see this fight. The reason I say no 12 rounds is because I think that Ryan Garcia, he has to knock Tank out to win. I don't think he can outbox Tank, and I don't think he has the defense to last 12 rounds. So I think it'll be a stoppage, definitely. No matter who's stoppage, but I'm going Tank Davis, and definitely not 12 rounds.
Yeah, I definitely don't see this fight going 12 rounds, but we've been surprised. It's boxing. Anything can happen, right? That's why we watch it. But I agree with you. I agree with you. Now, in the previous video, I asked you who were you taking? You were taking Tank. So since you're taking Tank, how does Tank win this fight? I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna knock him out, but how does Tank win this fight overall?
Just being himself, using his ring IQ. I think that the big misconception on Tank is that he's just a power puncher. He just happened to punch real hard with power. But I think he'll keep the fight real close, and I think he'll give him angles. He'll take some punishment. He likes to take punches and give. But I think he'll win it just being himself, patience, compose, ring IQ, and I think he'll just have excellent punch placement on that night. So I think just being himself, nothing extra, not going for the knockout. Sometimes he just he goes for it. Sometimes it just comes easy. I think he might see Tank or get off to a slow start and be himself. That's him being himself usually, and just revving up as the fight comes. And you see the inches shrink. He brings it in closer. So both fighters are comfortable at that range, and he shows his boxing skill of hit and not get hit.
Off question. Do you think, being that he don't like Ryan Garcia, I know it could be a show, but because it's boxing, right? Play like you hate each other, try to sell more pay-per-views. But do you think he really don't like Ryan, and you think he might press a little too much because he want to knock him out for sure?
I don't think it's I don't think he doesn't like Ryan. I think you'll see after the fight that no matter who wins, that there's no hate really involved. It's
Yeah.
I think that's how these fighters get up for the fight. But there's no reason to hate. They're gonna give money. I think he can dislike him, and I think it's hard to train for somebody who you happen to like. So you have to build up some animosity, some kind of way. So I no, I don't really see hate there at all.
Nah. I always think it's a show, but we'll see after the fight. After the fight will tell everything, right? If they embrace it in the ring after
So
the after.
side note also, shouts out to Fanon because I didn't know this until I watched this morning. But if Tank loses, it's an automatic rematch clause. So
I didn't know that.
I don't know what that has to do with why we are saying it is not part of the question, but just throwing it out there because it was fresh on my mind as we were speaking. But I just saw that. Yeah, I didn't know that. But automatic rematch clause if Tank loses.
All right, kind of jamming him up to where he got to get back his title. Understood. Now, will this fight be fought from the outside, or will it be fought in the pocket for the majority of the fight, in your opinion?
In the pocket because I don't think that Ryan has the foot movement to get away from Tank, and I think they both are more effective in the pocket. I think Ryan he can load up from the outside sometimes with those big shots, but I think if he did that against Tank, he'll find himself looking like Canelo versus Bivol, loading up, not using your boxing skills. I think they both thrive in the pocket. So I think it'll be fought in the pocket most of the fight. That's where their comfort is. I think as the fight go on, you'll see the range shrink. Like I said, the foot movement not that great for Ryan Garcia. So, but as Tank get closer, I think Ryan will feel more comfortable with his offense also, and maybe he'll get a little bit more confident. Never know. But I say yes in the pocket most of the
In
fight.
the pocket, yeah, because I know Ryan has that like little sliding left to the body, to the liver, your right side, his left throwing with the left. So in order to get that off, he's going to have to be from the outside, kind of slide into the pocket to get it. And I'm pretty sure Tank's looking to counter him with the overhand right or left when he does that. Last question. When you put these two fighters on a certain tier and put them on a scale, who has the better resume, in your opinion?
I think Tank Davis has the superior resume. just he's beat some of the guys that I really have respect for back in the day, like Leo Santa Cruz, Yuriorkis Gamboa. I looked up to those guys. Those guys were great champions in that day, and I don't. Ryan hasn't faced the likes of those kind of guys. Even though Tank caught him on a little bit as they're older, nothing you could do about that. He's a little bit younger. They're a little bit more seasoned veterans in the sport. But yeah, Ryan, he did fight Fortuna. Fortuna was an ex-champion in the lower weights, I believe. I'm quite sure he was. Yeah, 100%. So he beat Fortuna. Fortuna was an ex-champion in different weight classes. So can't say his resume isn't garbage, but it's just not on a level with Tank. I think Tank's been in, Isaac Cruz. That fight went the distance. I don't think Ryan is has faced the likes of those kind of guys. So I'm gonna say Tank has the superior resume.
Yeah. Last question before we get out of here. Ryan doesn't have any competition that he's fought that's been in the top 10, right? I know at some point in your life, but when he fought them, they weren't in the top 10, right?
You know what? Maybe I'm not sure what Fortuna was ranking at the time. I know that Luke Campbell was an ex Olympic champ, was ex Olympian. He fought in the Olympics. I'm not sure what he yeah, actually yes. I would say Luke Campbell. I would say he's fought a couple. Yeah, he has I think 23 fights. So he's up there, yes.
All right. All right. So it's Friday. Next time we be seeing each other, it'll be fight night. Any last words before the big matchup?
No, that is this is time to get it on. Anything can happen in boxing. So I would say if Ryan Garcia could beat Tank, it'd be a big shocker. It might be bigger than Buster Douglas beating Tyson because
Yeah. Yeah.
we all know it's the one punch knockout power Ryan Garcia has with the left hand. But if Tank can lock that down, I think it'd be a long, painful night for Ryan Garcia. But if Tank loses, definitely one of the big losses in boxing history.
Yeah.
And definitely the winner of this fight is the king of the lightweight division. And I would say by far the face of boxing for years to come, probably.
Yeah. I've said it before. I say it again. I'm gonna take Ryan Garcia. I don't know if he's gonna knock him out or is he gonna win on points. I think he's gonna knock him out on the ropes with Tank pressing a little bit because he's behind on points. But I tell you this: if Ryan wins this matchup, I think it's definitely going to be bigger than Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas because of the social media. Social media will be on fire if Tank win. True, but I'm talking about break the internet, stop the world. What were you doing when you found out Ryan Garcia knocked out Tank Davis? That's what type of action and momentum it would be if Ryan happened to beat Tank Davis. All right, as always, if you like today's content, make sure you get into the comment section, like, share, and subscribe to the video. Leave a comment. As I say, I'm going to keep saying leave a comment because we don't bite. Stop watching the video. It's okay to leave a comment, just a little thumbs up or whatever to let us know that you're interacting with us and it does well for the algorithm. As always, for C. Anthony, I'm Sean Mack, and this is Sports Fans Only. Peace.